Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and today we're going off the beaten path a little bit. We're doing something completely new and completely different. Not really different because I play a lot of space stuff, and EVE Online is indeed a space game. Probably one of the greatest space games to ever exist. Ever. Simply put, it is... Yeah, I mean, when you hear the stories about EVE, and when you hear about the people who play EVE, and all of the craziness that goes down in EVE, there has to be a part of you that is jealous if you've never played the game, or if you've never even, really been able to have any of those experiences. You've never went all the way into EVE, much like myself. Now, I don't plan on making this like a continued deep series unless people really start to love it, because I don't want to promise anything to anyone. Because as a lot of people who play EVE will know, it is very difficult to just get yourself into it. And for me, a lot of that always had to do with certain barriers, which, to be honest, have been removed either by recent updates over the last several years, or by personal barriers that I always had with the game that I've already gotten past in the last few days, just because I'm not the same person I was when I tried to play EVE almost, I think going on a year and a half ago. I actually tried to play it on the channel at one point as well. It was a series that was doing really well because people were excited to see someone new get into Elite and actually put it on video. That being said, it did not continue. It was just a matter of time constraints, and to be honest, I was lazy back then. I wasn't willing to dedicate the same amount of time that I dedicate to my channel now, which is why my channel is so much better than it was a year and a half ago. So, lessons learned. Lessons learned. But I'm about 4 hours in, maybe more than that. I'm not actually sure. I haven't really been paying attention. I've just kind of been doing things, and I'm taking the advanced military path. So, what I decided I would do instead of making this a continued series is we'll do checkups, because I do want to continue to play this game, and the other cool thing is that Praxis is actually going to be launching an EVE April event starting on April 4th, led by one of our members, Armistice. Really cool guy, him and a friend, both longtime EVE players, that are going to try and make the beginning experience of getting into EVE as friendly and as exciting as possible for new players to really help them understand what EVE has, the great moments that can be found, and just how exceptionally well designed this game actually is. And I've always known all of those things because I've been following EVE for a very long time. I actually watch several EVE YouTubers. I always have. They're like my go-to bedtime videos. I'm completely, just entranced by the game, but yet I have never allowed myself the opportunity to really dive into it. So that's what I've been doing over the last couple days. I actually just bought the game on Steam rather than making, just making a trial account. I spent the $20 and got things going, and was like, all right, let's do advanced military. Let's dive into this. So we're actually on our last mission here, the exam for this. And if we take a look at the details here, you can see that we're basically going to hunt down this pirate. He's going to have a couple wingmen, and we need to eliminate him at all costs. The wingmen aren't really a priority. In doing this mission, we got this brand new Cormorant here, which I've already renamed. I'll tell you about the naming of my ships in a second. Rewards, though, will get rapid firing for training, and I've already wasted the time on the 115k ISK bonus, which is kind of sad, but I wanted to actually record this, and I was playing the game late last night when I made the mistake of accepting this mission. But we're gonna go ahead and do it. I've outfitted this ship now. We're running nothing but a missile launcher. That may or may not be a bad thing, I don't know, but that's what they've given me, and that's what I'm gonna go with. However, I did last night train up a bunch of skills. One of the things that I always had a little bit of trouble with when I was playing even back in the day on and off was just learning what skills to train and understanding that system better. Since then, I've taken the time, and I've actually become pretty good at queuing up some skills and making sure that things are getting trained. I trained 6 skills in total last night, which is always a good thing. Training skills, yeah. And we're working on level 4 frigates for the Caldari, which is actually probably a mistake because I'm now rocking a destroyer, so we're probably going to want to upgrade the destroyer. We'll take care of that later. But let's go ahead and undock and head out and try and complete this mission here. Mission 10, the exam for the advanced military. That guy's name that I don't quite remember. Wait for the game to catch up with itself here so we can get a smooth frame rate. There we go. EVE seems to run at a locked 60 FPS. I didn't see anything in the settings that had anything to do with, removing that lock, but 60 FPS is fine by me. It's better than 30. Need for Speed. So, let's see what we have fitted out here. We've basically got our standard shield booster, nothing special. We've got an afterburner, And we also have a web stasis, which 10-kilometer range on that thing. That's going to allow us to lock in any targets. And then, of course, we have our missile system, which is currently loaded with some civilian... it's currently loaded with some Inferno light missiles. So, yeah, those things nuke people pretty fast, as I learned from the last mission. So I'm pretty excited about that. This game is sure is beautiful. One of the things that always drew me in. One of the things that always drew me in about Eve was it is a very, very pretty game. It's come a long way since its early years. In terms of games that have lasted this long with graphical improvements, I'd say this and the new content for World of Warcraft are just, you know, standouts with what you can do with an old experience. But, alright, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and warp to location. Let's make this thing happen. The one thing I like about Eve 2, the reason I've always wanted to play it on the channel, actually, you know, was it's a good game to commentate. There's always crazy shit going down. I don't say shit often, but I just feel like it's appropriate in this game. You know, there is always something that you're doing, something you're focusing on, and there's a lot to discuss and break down, and it makes for good commentary. I mean, simply put. Ready to warp in. I don't know if we're gonna have to hit an acceleration gate. Okay, no, we're not. Scanners are picking up 3 hostiles moving into their ships now. Looks like they've noticed you. Good luck. Alright, let's see what we have here. So there's the terrorist leader. We're gonna go ahead and right away try and keep him at 1,000-meter range. I'm gonna try and focus on him without bothering with the wingmen, but if we start to take substantial damage, then it is what it is. Let's actually set him to orbit at 2,500. The good thing is our missiles actually have some decent lock, but we need to start orbiting is our biggest concern here. Come on, orbit, orbit, orbit. Because if we just keep running straight at this guy, we're gonna be taking more damage. I mean, that's just a simple fact of things. Get a missile away. It's a bit out of range, but we'll see if it lands anyways. It's a no-go. Taking hits, but kind of glancing blows here. This is a pretty steady ship, this destroyer. They have hit us with web stasis. We're not going to be able to jump out of here. He's getting some hits on him. I wish I would have purchased some sort of a turret system that would have been just a nice bit of extra fire. We are sort of out of range for any of the systems that I probably would have been able to afford at this point in time anyways, but let's just keep lock on this guy. Missiles are doing damage, but not as much as I'd like to see them doing. At the same time, we are not taking, we're taking like no damage at all. So I can't really complain there. Bombs away. Another missile on target. Eating away at that outer shield layer. We'd definitely like to get closer to him, it's not happening. He just has us in the stasis and it's excessively slowing us down. I'm gonna try and hit him with stasis. We should be within range now. Like I said, 10k range on that thing. Another missile away. Really should have read the statistics on this thing. I'm not sure how often it can fire. That would be good information to know when in combat. This web stasis is just killing us though. Let's try and recharge some of our shield. Do not want to lose that outer layer. One of my big concerns is that whoever has web stasis on us, I'm hoping it's the leader here, but there's a possibility it's one of his cronies, and if it is, if and when we kill him, we're not going to be able to drop into hyperspace and get the hell out of here without killing one of them then, so I just want to really be cautious about my health. We're in the lead right now between the two of us. If we can stay in a comfortable zone. Our capacitor is draining really quickly though, so we're not really being able to make use of our shield booster as much as I'd like to. Another good hit there. A little bit of capacitor juice left in there. Let's go ahead and drain what's left to use that shield booster up. Ooh, that was a good hit. Away with another missile. Not bad, not bad. He's actually pulling away from us. He's at 9,000 meters. Oh, no, he's at 7,000. That was 8,000. I can't read. Can you tell? There we go. Alright. Onto his second shield layer. We're still on the first here. Gonna let the capacitor recharge before we go ahead and use that shield booster. Just want to watch it. I don't want to lose that outer layer there. Let's use the shield booster now. Probably check and see where these other two guys are. One guy... Okay, they're both about 8,000 out as well, so they've got sort of a triangle formation on us right now, which is not exactly a good thing. And he's starting to go behind this asteroid, which has me a bit concerned, but... as long as we're still firing missiles at him, we're alright. And we are. Another one away. This web stasis sucks big time. He has this, we're just on lock, floating here aimlessly. Good thing is, I do believe we also have it lock on him, so it's going both ways here. Another missile out. We're so close. Let's just make this happen. There we do. We do have the web. We do have him webified. We're webified by him, and he's also got warp disruptor on us. They are coming both from him, though. That's good. Actually, can tell right there. I had no idea that was there. Live and learn. Shield booster up. Come on, get us a little bit of shield back online. He still hit away at our second layer with that one. This is it's gonna be close. It's gonna be rough. I'm definitely slightly concerned. I'm starting to think we should have disabled those guys first. But we're too far in now. There's no point in swapping target. Let's just keep making this happen. He's on the other side of the asteroid at this point. I've just noticed that. I was wondering, am I seriously like wasting my time here? We're about to fly into the asteroid to make matters worse. Let's go ahead, switch lock targets. Try and rotate our position here. It's going back. I mean, he is so low. I really just want to drop him and kill him at this point. Let's do it. What are we doing? Switch target lock. Back on the terrorist leader. Back on orbit at 1,000. He's right back in our opening now. Come on, hit him hard, man. So close, so close. We're gonna jump out of here immediately after this. One or two more shots, I'm hoping. Come on, let's make it happen. So close! Ah, come on. This is rough. This is rough, that's for sure. I guess it wouldn't be a test if it wasn't difficult. Let's put it that way. That's it, come on, that's gotta be the killing blow. Oh my god. Leaving him with just a fraction of fraction of there. Look at that. What is that? Nonsense. Come on, one more missile. Take this guy out. Disable this damn stasis. This warp disruptor. There it is. There it is. Killing blow. We're out of here. Set destination. Warp to location within 0 meters. Hasta la vista, suckers! Better head back to base. Let them know that your leader is dead. Warn them of a man by the name of Tony Mo. Foe. Well, that worked out. Just barely. It really tore through our shields there. That was rough to say the least. Let's go ahead and request docking. And turn in our final mission for the advanced military agent. This ship reminds me of like a caterpillar. It's not the prettiest thing, but damn is it a tank. I guess that's why it's called a destroyer, right? Oh, I wish we could have gotten that bonus, though. We could have used that. ISK. Complete mission. Excellent work. You've proven you know how to handle yourself in deadly situations. What you've overcome today represents only a fraction of the threat a skilled capsuleer poses, but the basic premises are the same. Warp scramblers, webifiers, afterburners, and a weapon of your choice. With these tools, the knowledge to use them, and the courage to try again in the face of ship loss, you can become much more than you are now. Remember it as much about your mindset as it is about the ships at your disposal. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I've arranged to have your standings with the Caldari state increased. The bump in your reputation will help you to enlist in factional warfare, where you can fight alongside your own people. There are many battles being fought over the occupancy of strategic systems, and every ship makes a difference. Whether you follow that path or take another is up to you, Tony Mofo. I would recommend that you enroll in other training courses if you haven't already and learn as much as you can before making any long-term plans. My work here is done, though. I thank you for the help you've given us, and I hope you've learned something in return. Fly safe. It's Scott Manley, if he was blonde. Alright, so that's it. We've done it. Now, we've completed him. We can actually go ahead and do all of these other career paths if we wanted to. We could do the standard military, we could do the industry, business, or exploration. I'm not sure what I'm going to do quite yet. I might actually go for the military. The great thing about doing these different things is they give you ships, which you always need more of in EVE, as any good EVE player will tell you. And they also give you skills and, you know, different supplies, weapon systems. I could use some turrets for this thing. Might as well do the military, you know, get some ISK along the way, grab some turrets, and basically get it all for free. Cost of a little bit of playtime, of course. So that is EVE. That is me returning to EVE Online. Like I said, I don't know that I'm going to make this a constant series on the channel. To be honest, there is room. You know, I'd like to try and make a cycle where we have Arma, Star Citizen, and then, you know, like another solid game every week on top of the small bits of commentary I do. Basically, I'm trying to build up to the point where when I can finally step away from my day job and I can do this, there will be a video every day. I mean, that's the plan. You know, maybe Sunday will be the only day where there's no video, but either 6 or 7 days a week, video every day. I really want to make that sort of thing happen in the future. So I'm kind of trying to find those games, trying to get myself set up for, you know, with what I really enjoy. Of course, Star Citizen, you know, I mean, there's just so much stuff going to be dropping for that. There'll be a lot to play there. And, you know, I'd still like to play Elite every now and then, see what they're doing and see what they're updating and the progress that they're making to hopefully bring Elite to the same, you know, level of detail that, you know, they talked about early on in the development cycle, and that they talk about with the future of the game. But I haven't really been this hooked on EVE in the several times that I've tried it, the, you know, months that I spent playing it on and off, making different characters, messing around with all the different elements. This is the first time I really felt like I wanted to continue to push forward, like I wanted to keep on playing and see what was, you know, behind the next door. And I think with a lot of the, you know, a few people in Praxis hopefully showing up for EVE April, and I'll be able to find some people to play it with, that'll just make the experience that much better. Of course, got to do a little bit of a plug here. If you guys have no idea what Praxis is, it is a gaming organization mainly focused on Star Citizen, but we also play a plethora of other games. Arma's a big game right now. There's a lot of dudes still playing Battlefield. We just have a really nice little tight-knit, diverse group of players playing a little bit of everything. Someone's always on. We're always hanging out. We're always just having a good time, whether it be watching movies, you know, playing things like D&D over the internet, or, you know, hopping into some rifts in Diablo 3, whatever it is, we're usually doing it, and we're having a damn good time doing so. It is an 18+ gaming community, so keep that in mind, but I'll have a link to our forums, to the sign-up page in the comment section below. If you're interested, you can learn more about Praxis and maybe consider signing up. But if you want to play with cool people like myself, then come on over, man. See what it's all about. Join up and come have a great time with us. If you guys have any feedback about EVE, if you'd like to see more of it on the channel, if you'd like to see me just even stop in, that's kind of my plans currently, is just to check in maybe once a month, or, you know, every 3 weeks or something like that, so you guys can get a little bit of a hint at my progress as I continue to progress my way through the wonderfully confusing and deep world of EVE Online. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.